Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Z2X. I'm joined here again by.
GenX, aka Mom.
And what are we going to be talking about here today?
Well, we're doing the Dorohedoro, right? Is that's what
Dorohedoro and DDO.
you had me watch this. I did it and I like it.
Yes.
So that's what we're gonna go through. But you want to hit the
Yeah.
poll right
Yeah.
now? Okay.
We did a poll for what stuff you guys want, like anime you want us to talk about next. Um, and it's stuff that I really haven't watched yet. And the two ones that really won out were Witch Hat Atelier and Hell's Paradise. Because I saw season 2 of that released recently. And both of the series seem interesting, so I thought maybe we should check them out for another one, and we'll watch those in between.
Yeah, the watch hat Witch Hat Adelaire got the highest vote, so we'll do that one first.
Yes.
Anyhow, okay, so back to Dorohedoro.
Dorohedoro is a very interesting series to me. It's probably one of my favorites.
It,
Um,
you know, it's not as good, like I said, of Jujutsu Kaisen or but I feel like it's coming in a close second because it's a hard one to figure out. It's got a lot of plot twists and stuff. It's good.
to me, I think that the story is more interesting than Jujutsu
It
Kaisen.
is.
Of
It
course, you're not going to
is.
get those flashy fights Jujutsu Kaisen has, but I don't think the story is it's not based on that basically.
No, huh? It's actually a story.
Yeah,
And it's on is it on Crunchyroll? No, it's on
it's a
Netflix. It's a
Netflix
Netflix
original
original.
because
That's right.
Netflix handles the rights for distribution. But for anyone that is
Hmm.
unaware of it, so the series originally released 6 years ago on Netflix, and it is a CGI animated series, kind of like something like Beastars, but I think it looks much better. The
Yeah, it looks
concept
good.
the concept of it is basically it's kind of this dark fantasy and almost post-apocalyptic world about this guy named Kaiman who he has a lizard head. The rest of his body's human, and he has amnesia as he's trying to like search for his true identity. Between these two worlds that exist, there's the world of the sorcerers and the world of the humans. The
That's called the
sorcerers,
whole.
yeah, the whole is what they call it. And like they're completely different dimensions, and basically the sorcerers, it's like they're almost like a different species even if they look identical to humans, and
But
they
they can also mate with humans though, so that's
yeah
kind of a weird thing too.
but they basically the whole or the sorcerer's world, they've got magic. It's almost like super like high society. It's got this weird kind of architecture, and the whole's this kind of rundown place with humans. But a lot of sorcerers use these portals, these interdimensional portals they can create, but that are like doors to travel between the dimensions while humans cannot. And they usually use to like basically torture humans, like experiment on them, like
Yeah, they practice
learn,
their
yeah,
magic.
practice their magic, which comes out as
But
this
also
black
there's that
smoke.
yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. And then there's all that black smoke in the hole that's kind of like a sludgy, weird thing.
And it lingers, like all this stuff lingers, which creates horrible things to happen in the hole, like zombies and sometimes and other
Yeah,
strange events that occur
yeah,
because of the like what it is. So the main part of the story is Kaiman and his partner Nikaido, um,
yeah.
as they're basically trying to figure out who he is. And the weird thing about it, and it shows in the opening, in Kaiman the Lizard Man's mouth is this guy, which you later learn is named a guy called Risu, who is like literally he puts someone in his mouth and this guy's just chilling there, and he tells them like you are the one or you are not the one.
Yeah,
And you see that right when the series starts, like literally, I think
yeah,
30 seconds in.
yeah.
Um,
It doesn't say you are the, but the only person he said that you are the one, he
is
said
to
you're
one
the one
person.
got in. Yeah,
You're
you're the one who got in my way.
Yeah, and we're not gonna say to who, but
Yeah, because
um,
we're going to try not to do spoilers, but we really do think you guys should watch it
yeah,
because
we
it even
think
has an eight out of 10 on IMDb.
yeah.
It's
And
really
yeah,
good.
but I think so. Season one, I'm gonna just give a kind of like cover over and why I think it's so good. But the a big part of it too is that then like you do see a lot of other characters, and I think what makes this series really special is you don't just see Kaiman and Nikaido, which are these two characters. You also see the other. people in the world a lot, and they have a lot of character building. Like the other
Yeah,
kind of
they
side
have behind the
characters,
scenes. Yeah,
the
they
villain
do.
the villains of basically the series, you could say, is N's family. N is this mob boss from the sorcerer's world who has mushroom magic, and he is kind of like a big antagonistic force. Him and his cleaners, which are Shin and Noi, which are also have powerful magic. But
Uh-huh.
you see a lot of his family's perspective, even though they're the antagonists. There's like five members of his family. You could probably find a picture with all of them. Um, N, which is the boss, Shin, Noi, Fujita, and Ebisu.
Yeah,
Um,
but Ebisu's kind of not in the
yeah,
family.
I mean, she basically is. When I looked it up, it's listed her in there. So
Yeah, yeah.
the you see a lot of character interactions with these side characters too, and they honestly are really likable characters. You know that they're the
Even though they're
antagonists.
the bad people, yeah. Even though you know that they're bad, you still
Like
understand them,
them,
and
yeah.
yeah, they're still a likable because they're bad to humans and others, but they're good to each
Yeah,
other.
and I mean, like they're antagonists, not truly villainish, is what I would say. Is the way that, like, you
Yeah, yeah,
understand why their goals, because hey, N's been wronged in the past by this group, so that's why he wants to go after this group, and Kaiman just
yeah,
happens to be affiliated with the same group that he's
yeah.
going
And then
after.
we learn that Kaiman is is going after that same group too because he wants to find out what
Yeah,
happened to
because
him and why his head is a lizard head.
the big thing, if you'll notice on the character design, there's these cross eyes, and it's very like little least amount of spoilers. Basically, um, N has beef with the Cross Eyes, this gang, and
Everybody has beef with the cross
yeah,
eyes.
and then Kaiman, but he has a special beef with it because it
Yeah.
ruined
Mm-hmm.
his family partially,
Yeah.
and then Kaiman happens to have these cross eyes on his eyes, so he's like, "Hey, why do you have these?" Basically, is like hunt this guy down and figure out what's up here. Like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
who's that man in his mouth? What's up with this? To try and figure out so he can, I mean, find their boss.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then Kaiman's friend that owns the restaurant, Nikaya, is that how you
Nikaido.
say her name? Nikaido. She, we find out later some
I,
other
I
stuff about
I would
her.
say don't reveal the
I'm
whole
not going
thing.
to give
Okay.
that, but it does say that when you look up their characters, it does have it on there. But she runs a restaurant and she is also working with Kaiman and she also helps the professor that works in the hole also while
Yeah.
they're kind of studying
Yeah,
sorcerers.
study magic, because there's this one character in it too. Because it's another group basically where it's like you have these
They're
two
all in
people.
groups if you think about
Yeah,
it.
and there's like the doctors, because Kaiman works for these doctors, and it's this kind of side group which ends up being a lot of these doctors that kind of join up in this cockroach with sneakers,
Cockroach, yeah.
Johnson.
Yeah.
And they also are doing research on the whole and magic, and kind of more so like
Kind of
investigating rather
yeah,
than
they're
actual
trying to figure
fighting.
out what happened and why these people are magic and how they and basically how these magic people can actually breed with humans too. Like are
And
they
do
they're not
their
humans.
well, and mainly like what's the secret behind magic
Yeah,
that
like why do they have magic? How come they have
yeah, because
magic? And
magic is a completely biological thing. Either you
yeah,
have it or you don't. Like there's one
cuz
character.
even in the I was just going to say that even in the sorcery part of the world, they there's people who can't activate their magic.
Yeah, well, that's what the cross eyes are. So it's people with
Yeah.
both dumb like magic, or basically can barely use it. Like
Yeah.
Fujita, which he's also in the opening, literally has one of the weakest magics ever in the series, and he's kind of representative. And from what I know, he doesn't really get stronger in any way. But he's a big source of comic relief. But it's kind of just to show,
Yeah.
like, hey, you could be born with instantly kill someone magic, or you can be born with yeah, I've got like nothing. I got nothing going. I got nothing going for me, and it's
Uh-huh.
really like you just end up on the wrong side of the
Yeah,
world.
but they also have a magic school that people with like the cross eyes can go to try to activate their magic or learn their magic
But
better.
there's only so
Because
much
they,
you can do, though.
yeah, some people just apparently they don't. But the doctor, I thought he's the one who can found out how to unplug where their magic is coming from because he did it for
One of the
um
guys.
Shin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the
Um, but I was going to say, you know what I was thinking when I'm just looking at it? It kind of reminds me of like Pathfinder D&D with you got your groups
Oh yeah,
And the clans, they're almost like little clan groups because then you've
they're
got
gangs.
yeah, N's groups, you got Kaiman's group, you've got
The
the
cross
cross-eyed
eyes.
groups. Yeah, they're like these little
Yeah,
gangs that
yeah.
are kind of going
Basically,
after each other, jump from dimension to dimension, these two dimensions, the whole and the sorcery world, which they're completely different. The sorcery world is beautiful.
well, it's beautiful, but also I would say, you know, like you ever see those like things like it's almost like some of the stuff is really fleshy looking, like N's mansion. It reminds me of like the high
Yeah,
society kind of stuff
yeah.
like that. It's got this like
But
weird
tell
design.
them who rules the sorcerer
The
world.
sorcerer. So this isn't a world with angels and demons. It's the sorcerer world is completely so the whole has no laws. It's apocalyptic. The sorcerer's world is ruled by devils, and there's one supreme devil, and everyone else, like every other devil, is a sorcerer that has chosen to become a devil by taking a test. But
Yeah.
there's no angels or anything like that. There's no like
No,
counterbalance.
huh?
It's just
It's just the devil.
it's literally yeah, and basically
But they
they're
have churches that they call churches,
but they're
but
to the
they
devil.
have they're to the devil. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
and
So, and
yeah.
I do think though it's about I would say it's probably 13 and up. It's not for younger kids just
Oh
because it
yeah,
has
definitely
sexual
not.
innuendos and it has
Lots of
but it's not
violence.
yeah, lots of violence, but it's not sexual. I will say that. I think it just has comic relief sexual
I
innuendos.
like the how the series does its fan service. I don't know if anyone's watched Fire Force, but it's not like that where they're like you get like a panty shot or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, you don't
It's nothing like that. I
know.
think the comedy of it's pretty funny too. Like it's not
It
like
is
over the
because
top. It's over the top because of the situations or the world itself, but it's not like people screaming all the time or something like that. It's played
well, Ebby
very
Sue is really weird, but it that's the only time that the sexual thing gets quirky or weird is when it's sexual, but it's not really sexual. It's an innuendo. It's
what yeah.
prepubescent type humor.
Well,
Wouldn't you say?
I think, yeah, I agree. But I think the big part about it is that it's because the world itself, it's sometimes it's a dark comedy in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I think it is.
That
You're
it's like
right.
it plays itself straight, and a lot of the time, and that's why it's funny. Where they're like, just because the world is weird, and that's just kind of how the world is.
It's
But
the
it's
devil's world in that sense.
yeah,
Yeah, I guess.
but yeah,
But
no, yeah.
but
Oh,
it's
sorry.
not comedy though, really, because it's got serious side too.
Well, that's why I say it's a dark comedy in a way because it's
Yeah.
comedy that it shows is really dark,
Yeah.
like not like really dark, but
It's dark.
it's definitely different. But it's not like
Uh-huh.
wow, this is so dark. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm a big fan of Chainsaw Man, and Chainsaw Man is like I'm gonna be honest,
Way
way
darker.
darker. There's a
Yes,
lot more
yes.
like fun moments. Like and I think that really helps the series too because sometimes you'll get a moment like N with his family. Which as an antagonist, I really like him because he's not like, oh, you failed me, I'm gonna murder you now or whatever. He's always like very kind to his own people and only
Yeah,
cruel to his
he's
enemies.
actually he is such a good
Boss.
boss. I was going to say a bad boss, the devil boss, but he's such a good boss. He really is because like, that's just how they are.
Yeah, and there's like especially in season 2, which is airing right now, and that's why I think
Yeah.
it'll be
And
airing for probably another 2 months or something, or a month and a half.
yeah, so how many episodes do you think? Because we're at a really, so I will tell you, I am the type, and you know this, Dallin, that I usually tell them I figure out things really fast,
Yeah.
don't I? And the like who's the bad guy, who's the good guy, what's the moral to the story? I'm really good at it. And I don't know why, but that's just my thing. This one, now I've kind of figured out, I'm not going to give any spoilers. I accidentally looked at something and it confirmed it, but then there's a little twist to that too. But this one really has
It stumps you, I think.
it stumps. Yes,
It's
yes,
the only
yes.
series I've never been spoiled on. And it's
Yeah,
like for imagine when I watched because I watched this I'm like 18. I watched this 6 years ago. I was probably around like a little bit more, probably around 13 is probably when I
yeah.
watched this series. And then it's like you gotta wait like six. I waited like 5.5, 6 years to get the sequel to it. So with the way the story is, it really kind of throws you in a lot of ways, and the world is just so interesting.
It really is. And hear me, the old lady here in the room. Um, I'm surprised I've liked it. I really am, but it is a good anime. And the woman who wrote it, the manga,
Q Hayashida, I think is her name.
yeah, and I can't. I mean, you won't let me read it until we're finished with this season
Yeah,
because, but I'm okay with spoilers. But Dallin doesn't like them.
yeah,
But so yeah, I have to wait because I think this is one I actually will read.
yeah. Because also the art is that Q Hayashida does, if you do decide to read, is so visceral. She's got this very like punk aesthetic to all of the art that looks so um just so good. Like it matches the setting perfectly. It makes it feel dark, like very
Yeah, because it's
dark in
like
a
a
lot of
heavy
ways.
metal masks. Like, would you say Slipknot? It's kind
Yeah,
of like,
well, because here's the thing: is all the characters wear masks for the most part. In like they take them off, but that's kind of like just a social norm is to wear a mask.
yeah,
And
I still haven't quite figured out why, but
I guess it's just part of your personality, and sometimes masks like also exemplify your power. But
yeah.
yeah, like, and that's like our big thing is basically almost all these characters have their masks that they wear, and kind of to lean into that the aesthetics of the series. So I will
Hmm.
say, season one, like, some people might be like, oh, it's 3D, the animation is off-putting, because some people like
I didn't think so. I thought it was,
I
are they purist animations?
well, I mean, yeah, a lot of people are like that, but here's the thing, and I understand, like, oh, 3D doesn't look as good as a 2D work, um,
Yeah.
and like, I'm gonna be honest, the one of the worst looking 3D animes I've seen. I mean, apart from the Berserk anime, is like it looks way better than something like Beastars. I'm gonna be honest, if you
Uh-huh.
like that, but the season two of the anime, oh my god, they perfected the technology, um, so much,
I thought
like
it just
the
looked a little bit, yeah, you're right. The outlines were
yeah,
better, were more defined.
well, because they go over it with so Dorohedoro season two is such an upgrade of the animation because what they do is they have 3D renders and then they render it over with 2D and the backgrounds. They have a background artist from that is so brilliant in what they do, and the backgrounds look gorgeous in the art style,
Uh-huh.
especially in season two. And the animation, they really go over it extra that half the time you don't even realize that it is actually 3D, and especially like a lot of the fight scenes they go over that it looks honestly, I think it's like if I ever see more 3D stuff, this is the art style that should be used because it's the perfect mix of 2D and 3D where they're able to use 3D to speed some stuff up and make it go faster, but then the 2D overlays, like I'm trying to find it right now, because they released some stuff of the cover-ups and it's really
We'll
I'll,
post it and then I'll
yeah,
edit it
then you can
in.
edit it in, but like it'll be on screen maybe some of them, but like the cleanups that they do, the cross comparisons,
Uh-huh.
man, it's just so it's really impressive, I think. And Mappa is this like Mappa really makes it. It's or well a subsidy of Mappa, that
Uh-huh.
their studio that they've invested in, really spent those 6 years just completely like putting in the work for it.
I can't wait till this season's over and then I want to do spoilers on here because like we didn't even bring in Kai Coleman,
Yeah, I
Kai Coleman
yeah
or Rizu
yeah
or
Risa, yeah, because dude, the series is so honestly just like it's so crazy, like some of the twists of it that you're like I can't believe they're doing that, like this guy is here but that guy is all like it's super interesting. The magic system is interesting. It's one of the most interesting that I've seen.
yeah,
The concept and how it covers people that don't have power and do have power and how they'll do
like
anything to get
I do
ahead.
think that I think that Nikaido, I think that she's got something with the devil thing too. Just my personal thing that's going to happen. I don't know what, but she's got something I think that she maybe is naturally a devil or I just think I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'm putting that out there right
Yeah,
now
but
because we're only what episode are we on right
I
now?
think it's five. Let's see, Doro Doro next episode, April 22nd. April 22nd, episode six. So episode five, um, is the one that's been released most recently.
Okay, yeah. So we're like halfway through the second one. I am I have so many theories
Uh,
because it
um,
really takes you on a good ride. And it's only 22 minutes. The episodes are small. And I don't even think it's full 22 minutes if you think about it because they have a really fun intro and outro with these funny scenes. But it you think about they really, really go into these characters.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah.
It is
Well, they're
amazing.
they're 24 minutes each, so
I
um,
know, but I think it's 22 because the intro and
yeah,
the
the
outro
intro and
is.
outro, yeah, um, but yeah, it is super duper intriguing. I mean, all the characters are likable. I think like the music is good, the intros are good.
Yeah.
Very, I mean, just everything, the aesthetics of everything, the mystery. It's
Uh-huh.
definitely, it always was one of my favorites, and I'm like, man, I wish there was more of it. Um,
And now there is.
Now there is. I'm also
And you never read the manga either,
no,
which I'm
I've
really surprised.
well, because I was the kind of person I didn't really read a lot of manga back then, and then I only
Oh
started a
yeah.
few years, like I think a year after that. But then I'm like, I was
Uh-huh.
holding out hope maybe they'll get Dorohedoro season 2 eventually. Maybe they'll get it eventually, and then finally they've released it. And I'm the kind of guy that can hold out. I might um read
You're better than me.
I might read
I like.
this another manga that she's done, Q Hayashida, called Die Dark, which I think is
Uh-huh.
set in the same world but like thousands of years in the future or something like that.
Oh, before the whole.
After it's thousands of years in the future.
Oh, after it.
Yeah, it's a space, like what's it called? Space opera.
Oh. Huh. Oh
Um
yeah, you told me that. I like space operas too.
yeah, but the
Just because it's like it's a good sci-fi, and I feel like that if they, it's too, for me. Let me go back. I feel like nowadays a lot of regular seasons or shows like sci-fi. I was always a big
yeah,
sci-fi fan. Are not living up to. They're so awful. They're just so awful. But I feel like anime is taking that place. Does that make sense of real actors and real sci-fi movies and shows I used to watch? Now sci-fi or now these animes are taking over and doing it, wherein the new contemporary sci-fis are just shitty. I'm
yeah,
sorry, but they are. Um, but so I'm really enjoying this because it has a lot of character development. It's like a sci-fi
yeah,
because you're dealing with magic, otherly world, dimensions, and
yeah.
these
It's yeah,
characters.
it's a dark fantasy with some modern elements and a
Yeah,
post-apocalyptic vibe.
exactly.
But yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
like
Yeah. And
it is, but yeah, it is just overall, it stands out. Like if you are bored of these series, it's well paced. If you're bored of a lot of these series that are kind of wasting your time, Dorohedoro doesn't waste your time.
no,
It's got like maybe
it'll
it's
keep you
got
going.
17 episodes right now, currently
Uh-huh.
released as of recording of this video. Um, which the next season it'll end up being like I think 24 by the end of it, but like this
Uh-huh.
season. But it is not. It is just a brilliant series that I think is a change of pace from everything out
Yeah.
there right
hmm
now.
I
Um,
really do. It's good character development, good plot line, good storyline. Keeps you on your toes.
yeah, and it's not predictable. That's for I'm gonna say because Chainsaw Man just ended. If you are a fan of Chainsaw Man, um you will definitely like Dorohedoro. I feel like because I was a fan of Chainsaw Man and I watched Dorohedoro and I really liked it.
Well,
Um,
I'm not a big fan of Chainsaw Man, and I like Dorohedoro because it's not as grotesque and overly sexual as
I would
Chainsaw Man.
argue Dorohedoro is better than Chainsaw Man is what I would argue. But
Oh my gosh.
well, be,
That's coming from you.
well, because I don't think that the Chainsaw Man ending was very good, and I don't know what the
Yeah.
Dorohedoro ending is. But the fact that people aren't saying, I don't hear online discussion that it's bad means it's probably good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Probably. Well,
but
look at the character development. How could you not have something that ended good? Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, like a big thing with the series. So the anime is still ongoing. The manga ended because it started went from 2000 to 2018, and but the and then so but if let's say you read Dorohedoro and you're like, oh, that's good. Yeah, Q Hayashida is releasing Die Dark, which is very similar. Apparently, it has some similar characters in it, like the Devil Chidoruma and these other some people that would make sense to appear.
Uh-huh.
And there it's the same world, just a lot in the future. Also, I heard that there's actually a quick one shot manga that she released recently for Dorohedoro, like a
Huh.
one chapter thing.
Oh, maybe that's kind of like like because the ending of the first season, they had those little clips from
Yeah,
kind of telling
yeah,
you a little bit of the
like the
backstory. Maybe
oh yeah,
maybe she wraps it up or does something like that, and like little loose ends at the ending.
yeah. From what I heard, it was like a kind of like some silly like stuff, but just kind of fill
Hmm.
in. But oh
Well,
yeah,
that's kind of like that episode was kind of
yeah,
fun,
oh
the
yeah,
last
yeah. So
one.
the last episode of season one, by the way, you might think
One.
like
Hmm.
OVA, it's like, oh, it's unrelated. I think you should still watch it because it's like 20 minutes and it's like six mini stories of
Yeah,
stuff,
it tells the past. Yeah.
and it's like little funny. One of them's actually noteworthy, while the other ones are like fun character development stuff or just really fun things. Because again, you'll grow to love these characters and their interactions.
Yeah.
In my
You
opinion,
like all of them. I do
yeah,
because you know what? They're all
they're all main
except
characters
for
in their
well,
own way.
except for maybe a couple, but most of them are very likable.
Oh,
Even the
100%.
antagonists,
Yeah,
I think, are
yeah, even
likable.
so like straight up depending on how you consider it, you could look at any of these groups and say this is the main character or this is the
Uh-huh.
character that I want to believe is the main character and you could probably like if you side with N's family through all of it, you're probably going to be happy because you're going to get the N's family gets a lot of wins. They get a lot of W's. They have a
Uh-huh.
lot of screen
Yeah.
time. You like the Cross Eyes a lot and their plot line. Well, they're shown quite a bit too. They have their own thing, and that's probably my current favorite plot line at the moment.
Is the cross eyes. See,
Yeah,
mine's with well, mine is all of it. I like Cayman, the Nikaido and Rizu, that whole
yeah,
three
that
that are
dynamic.
it's and the Coleman, the which one was Rizu's name, his friend's name
Aikawa.
again?
Oh man.
Akawa. See, now that is Akawa, Rizu, and Kaiman. That right there, those three of
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Those are definitely the most.
That's
Yeah,
that is like I have my theory. I have my
but
theory on
anyways,
that.
I think maybe I think maybe once the season finishes, if you would like, we can make a I don't know maybe another video that's
Yeah, we should.
like a spoiler
Yeah,
filled video,
we
actually going
should.
over our thoughts.
Yeah.
Um,
And see if I was correct because I think I am.
but yeah, so we'll go over our. We'll make another video at some point that's like a spoiler filled video about the series, like discussion. But the series,
I should have said Rizu, Kaiman, Coleman, and Akaiwa,
yeah,
right? Isn't that his name?
yeah, those are the
Yeah.
people.
Okay,
You
the
can put up
four of those
you
ones.
can put
Those
up
are the ones.
you can put up on screen, but I imagine
Yeah.
you've already been doing that with all the other stuff. But yeah, the overall, I think it's probably one of the most brilliant series that I'm seeing right now, and there's a lot of I think it's a good time to get into it because even though for people that are like, man, 6 year wait, 2020 to 2026, as far as more because Mappa was working and putting resources into Attack on Titan when they got those contracts.
Yeah.
The series probably won't in the style that they choose is apparently faster to work on. Um,
Uh-huh. So it's going to come out faster then.
yeah, we might expect a third season in like January next year, is what I
That
heard
would
some
be so
people say.
awesome.
So I
I
think it's
saw
a really good time to get into the series
yeah,
right now.
it's an 8 out of 10 from IBND, but I think it's more. I would say 9.
I would say to me just because it's like this kind of like it scratches, especially after Chainsaw Man's ending and everything that happened with that. It scratches this itch to me that I think it might become I mean, I've always kind of really enjoyed it just because I'm like, it was one of those things I'm like, man, I wish I had more
It's
when
a
I watched it
cult
when I was
classic,
younger.
is what you're going to say.
Yeah, I to me it's a 10 out of 10 for me just because it's one
Yeah.
of the most interesting things. It's one of those things where you're like, man, I just wish it was more, but also in a way
Yeah.
you're kind of glad that it isn't because
Uh-huh.
it
Well, you are. I'm not.
well in the way you're glad that it isn't because I mean you don't want to run something into the ground, right? And
No, no,
and
but I'm
this
saying about spoilers. I'm
oh
fine with
spoilers,
spoilers for
yeah,
myself.
but yeah, just get you can load up Netflix right now. You can load up a piracy website if you're really one of the like if you do that like a lot of people.
Oh, Dallin, don't put that on there. We can't say that on YouTube's,
I
on
mean,
the use in the tubes.
I
But
mean,
get
you're
it how you
people
get it.
people.
Just find it how you're going to find it and watch it because it is freaking good, guys.
Yeah,
This is probably one of my favorite animes, and I've been binge watching it since Jiu-Jitsu to now, and I'm just like, whoa,
yeah, it
it is.
is.
It is excellent. It is very, very excellent. I
Yeah,
definitely, it's got some good plot development, good character development. For an anime, it's really good.
yeah, amazing.
Yep.
Um,
All right. Anything
anyways,
else? And then we'll do the next one that what everybody said.
yeah, we'll probably do in terms of releases or like in terms of reviews. We'll watch Witch Hat Atelier. There's not a lot of episodes right now, so it's more so like first thoughts. We'll watch
Oh
Hell's
yeah, yeah.
Paradise. I don't think I've
Hmm.
ever. I think I watched a little bit of Hell's Paradise, but I never finished it. But some of my other friends were watching it and said it was good. So
Okay.
we'll watch that and give our thoughts
And
on
if
it.
anybody has any other suggestions,
Yeah, put it in the comments
write it
below.
down.
Like and
Put it in
subscribe
the
and too
comments.
and all that.
Oh, yes, it does help our channel.
Yeah,
We have fun this. We're having fun, I
yeah,
think.
and
Are you having
yep,
fun
I would say
with your
so.
mother? With your
The
mother hanging out?
yeah, but but yeah, I think that's about it. And then sometime after that, when Dorohedoro season 2 concludes, we'll make a follow up that's like a spoiler filled video.
Yeah, we'll do
Like
spoilers
more so a discussion on season 2 as a whole.
and see if my theory is correct, your theories are correct.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of theories.
But anyways, we'll see you guys in the next one.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.